Pikachu, and this guy's just been all over the place for sure, you know. Has been playing. He played Mario a little while back, you know. Obviously, you remember the Game & Watch, which he got on the PR with, and now out here with Diddy Kong. You know, for such a long time, you know, we all thought that, you know, Gons just needed a character, you know, with a back throw that killed, which is why he had Palutena for as long as he did. But no, this just proves that this guy is he's just that good, and out here to still prove it with his new character.
Hey, Diddy's back throw still kills, just not as early as Palutena's.
Yeah, Game & Watch and Pikachu's didn't, though.
No, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just fair. Welcome to fair.
You're just monkeying around right now.
Monkey do fair. Nice button.
I mean, it's working. He's at 82. He forced him into shield Monado within like the first 40 seconds of the match. So clearly it's working. I mean, Diddy's forward air. Oh, God. That was the worst time to switch to Smash Monado. Did you see that?
Yeah,
right there, the quick, like, oh my God, the quick manipulation of King Sean. So quick to fire on the Monado art. B button, neutral B, switching between the Monado arts willy-nilly. Just switches to Smash Monado at the worst possible time. And I'm sure you all know, ladies and gentlemen, that not only increases Shulk's knockback on his opponents, as you can see right there as the forward tilt is going to take the stock, but his as well.
Yeah, and waiting on the Angel platform is Gons, is that YoutubeMan, though. Not always the best idea, especially since King Sean has been rotating through arts pretty consistently. You want to make him burn all of those resources as quick as you can. This lead may deteriorate, but it's only going to get away for so long. That's so unfortunate, falling out of the second hit of the F smash. And King Sean has another chance to get back and to start making something happen on that second stock, but being a little bit too aggressive in the speed art means that the banana toss out of shield is going to be a true punish. And here we have Gons just kind of waiting, seeing what the YoutubeMan can do.
Got banana towards the left side, forcing King Sean to be the one to commit. Not really using the Monado arts as often, and as I say that, finally gets the smash one out at probably the perfect time. His percentage is not too high to avoid getting killed. He's going to switch to jump Monado to safely make his way back to the stage, though. But YoutubeMan, for sure, ready for it, keeping the pressure on, regardless of whatever Monado art is the one that's out. You see him fishing for the down air confirm right there out of these neutral airs as that move pops up at just the perfect angle for follow-ups from Diddy Kong. Doing a great job holding on to the stock, Ubel.
Yeah, he's hanging on ever so slowly and steadily, but at this point you're forcing yourself to burn so many arts just to get back to center stage, and you're at 147. There's a good overshoot on King Sean's part, man. These tags, man, on King Sean's part in order to get that stock. And hey, Shulk certainly got a fair amount of shenanigans going for him, but there's only so much you can do at 147 and a shield that low, so the shield hook up smash will take a game one. And we're back in best of 3 territory. We're not in best of 5 until we hit losers semis. Thus, this could be the final game of King Sean's bracket.
Yeah, and he would fall, I believe, to 5th place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And he loses this. Definitely a respectable one for this very small but very stacked local that we got going on. 3 players of basically PGR level in attendance here, for sure. King Sean, of course, going to see what he can do against one of them, though. The artist formerly and also sometimes currently known as the Great Gonzalez. FD is the pick. Pretty ballsy to take a Diddy Kong here.
Yeah, this is... especially since the pyramid scheme, Diddy's Infinite, got patched out twice.
Yeah.
The consensus is to not take Diddy here, because why would you want to play more neutral on Diddy with Diddy on FD? But he may want the extra space just to kind of zoom across the stage. I mean, speed and jump Monado are incredibly powerful tools if used correctly, but the double parry and the banana placement just shows how threatening Diddy can be on a stage like this. Yeah, he may know something we don't, especially since the Monado is such a big sword.
I feel like Shulk can do all right on here if he utilizes, first of all, oh God! At least it looked cool.
You know?
There you go.
That's the point. That's the point of why we go for these.
Yeah, that's why we play Smash Brothers in the first place, is to get that little dopamine rush. that we get from going for crazy spike down airs is it's going to trade stocks. But as I was saying, I feel like if he, you know, like utilizes like Monado switching at the proper time, which I feel like he's been starting to do a lot better ever since his loss in back in Winners. I feel like the lack of platforms doesn't have to deter him too much as long as he knows to pick and choose his moments at the right times. And by that I mean how he utilizes his mobility when Diddy has a banana on the ground. When Diddy has one in hand, I can't help but feel like King Sean is going to have to play a little more patient and just wait for Diddy to commit to throwing it in some fashion and just try to avoid it. But in the situations like here when he has it on the ground, I feel like he's going to really want to do a good job at spacing his falling aerials, as you can see him doing right here, as Gons does not have a banana in hand to be able to punish him at that mid-range. Those are the moments that I feel like King Sean really needs to pick and choose to hit Diddy Kong out of disadvantage. When he has the banana in hand, it's a different story, but when he has it on the ground, I feel like with the crazy mobility that Shulk has in his speed and jump monados, that's when he might be able to make stuff happen.
Oh, that banana, just a pretty, a perfect toss to force King Sean too far in order to snap the ledge with their up B and the incredibly active Diddy Kong forward tilt closes out to stop. But not before King Sean put on a ton of work in their second stock. Like, there's definitely a massive chance to get this comeback so long as they play a little bit more careful, but that's a nice jump call out from the YouTube man. See if he can, and I was gonna say see if he could convert that into something, but King Sean's ability to get back to center has been very good ever since the start of this game where he got blown up on ledge. No longer is he gonna let that happen. He just needs to find the stock, and Diddy Kong is so hard to hit, especially when he keeps rolling in and through, finding himself slipping on these banana fields.
Actually, not even skipping out on it right there. That forward smash actually knocked him into the banana, getting that little bit of extra damage back on the way up. And that is going to be King Sean's bracket right there. The classic Diddy Kong kill. Not even necessarily confirmed. It depends on the percents and like what, depends on the percents and like how your opponent DIs. It's not, that move doesn't function how it used to be. But regardless, the down tilt to the up smash going to do it there. Gon's going to advance in the losers bracket. King Sean out at 5th place.
Yeah, and no slash to King Sean, but it was just good awareness on YouTubeMan's part, almost near constantly finding perfect spots to select where they want to place the banana and where they want to be, because they noticed that King Sean was rolling quite a bit. They noticed that King Sean ended up doing a lot of these retreating aerials or early art switches. So YouTubeMan would just kind of wait out the rolls. And I love the final kill because I believe that King Sean wins in speed art at the time, which reduces the airspeed of Shulk in favor the airspeed and jump height of Shulk in favor of increased ground speed. So it's a lot easier to catch Shulk with DI traps and grounded into aerial combos because his DI isn't as effective because he can't escape.